Hello everyone, this is potpotsie here, and today I'm going to be recording another video about the lifeboat survival games. I've gotten permission from William. Obviously you can see I'm in creative mode, so I can fly and kind of basically spectate the world and showcase them to you. So I think I showed what was the map? I think I showed one before this. This map is called Forest Pyke, so I believe it's a new one. This is on the lifeboat survival games beta server, so I think there's a number of people that can actually play on it. Oh, got 4 seconds left, and we'll be free to take a look around this map. So I believe some of these maps are really awesome. People spend a lot of time. You can't even see anything. So many darn messages on the screen. Okay, so this is more of a map that I would actually imagine when I think about Hunger Games, because of the trees around the outside and being able to run into the forest sort of and escape what everyone's doing. I've actually had people call me a hacker. As you can see, this guy thinks I'm hacking. I am obviously not. As you can all see on camera, I'm in creative mode. I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing. So, I think William actually has anti-hacks. Now, it also says I'm not invincible, but I actually cannot die. But I don't think killing these people would be an exactly fair thing to do, so I'm not going to. But anyway, so up here, you can see we've got this cool little sort of a castle area. It's almost like it's, you know, ancient, abandoned, kind of broken apart, you know. You come up here, you've got this awesome stuff. Cobwebs are probably the most freaky thing in the game when it comes to lifeboat survival games. I don't know how many of you are running around and get stuck in those dumb cobwebs, but I feel like every time I do, I totally lose because they slaughter me, you know. Like, even if your leg just barely touches it, you get stuck and you can't go anywhere for a while, and it's absolutely dumb. So, let's see. Oh, because you're not going to attack me? Doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. But anyway, so the people who made this map, I'm not really sure who they are. I don't know if that's really even public info. It may be accessible somewhere. But they definitely put some cool detail when it comes to basically eroding the entire planet. So you see, you know, a lot of it's ancient. Obviously, in Hunger Games, they're not going to give quality buildings. It's not going to be like solid buildings, which would be stupid if it was. You know, it's supposed to be, especially something like this, the Forest Pyke. It's obviously awesome to have it like this. I mean, you could just fall off of this simply and die. Well, of course, right here, you might be able to hit the water. Yes, I did it. I did it. So you're not necessarily going to die. If you fall off of something like this, you may be able to hit the water, which is obviously, you know, which can be useful as well. Let's say you're up there getting attacked. Obviously, you're going to want to jump off of the dumb thing. So that could be useful if you've got, you know, the base right here. If the base isn't too big at the bottom, you could hit the water and all will be well. So, also, at the top of these things, as you can see right here, you've got chests. So, if you're playing the game, a lot of people like to run from the center. And the nice thing about lifeboat survival games is you've got 30 seconds of invincibility when you start. So, going for the center is not too unrealistic. But I recommend running away and getting to one of these places first. But, you know, in places like that, it's so awesome out in the middle of nowhere. If you can get there first, you know, you've got a definite advantage. Let's say you get this chest and you've got a new sword and stuff, and you're on this tiny little platform, and someone comes up here. You're obviously going to be able to kill them. And let's say that you can't, then you jump off and you swim away. It's totally perfect. If you're stuck in the middle of the front of the map, they'll come and murder you, you know. You get totally in this big mob fight in the middle, you know. So, anyway, obviously you've got this corner. I've only showed one corner of this whole map, so let's see. So around here, obviously, we kind of went over this building right here. You got some more of the tree stuff, which is what I was talking about. I really like to have a lot of tree action going on with little areas such as this that are just a random chunk of nothing. It kind of makes it feel more natural rather than being handmade. So this whole area, you'll be able to go around and find secret chests and things, you know, right inside the trees. And this is kind of a cool map too, because it's got like sections of huge land. I mean, look at that. Its landscape's so cool, you know. You got the water over here with another ship. Of course, ships seem to be a pretty big thing right now when it comes to lifeboat survival game servers and the maps themselves. I feel like there's always a boat, and I keep going in them, and then you go downstairs or whatever. There may or may not be a chest down here. Usually there's a chest in these kinds of things, like right there, boom. I just found it. So I think there's supposed to be a torch on this side too. I can't do it. It won't let me. So anyway, let's go back up. This is the kind of place I would go. If I were you, anyway, I'd go far away. And obviously, if everyone goes far away, then obviously you're going to want to go and get the stuff from the middle, but that never happens. There's always those greedy punks who go to the middle right off, you know. But a lot of them die, so it's alright. Then you can get their stuff or whatever. So, as you can see, like I mentioned, there's a lot of random chests in the trees, which those of you who have played the games, obviously you're not stupid, you know. I mean, not that you're stupid if you haven't played, but I'm just saying, you obviously know there's trees, and there's lots of chests in the trees, hidden away. And there's a lot of abandoned things. I mentioned that before. There's so much abandoned stuff, and these cobwebs are the curse of the world. I'm not kidding. There's nothing, I can't think of one thing that's worse than that gosh darn cobblestone when you're playing on this game. It's like, it always murders me. It's worse than the people themselves, you know? I can run from a person. You can't run from these. These things just, they're brutal. I think it's turning nighttime too. It always does this to me. It does it at the worst times ever, which is if it happens at all, really. So, obviously, you got more abandoned stuff. This is a forest pike, so obviously that's very descriptive. It's kind of self-explanatory. You got the middle, you got the forest area, and you've got these kind of abandoned buildings and things. So, you know, overall, it's a really sweet map. It's a really cool map to play, especially when you're actually playing on it. It's really fun to run around, and especially if you've got your friends with you, and you can make a little team, you know, and go take over one of these towers or whatever and kill everybody else and stuff like that. So, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of the map, and go ahead and get on there and get involved in the beta program, and if you're not able to yet, you can just watch this video and see what is actually coming, so that when it's available to the public, you know what you'll be able to play on. So, thanks again guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow in another video.